But I guess, you know, even I have that at some point. Like when I'm around close mates, for example, like Chris, Lou, Aggie, and whatnot, like we can talk. I can talk to them really comfortably and like never really have anything to run out. Never really have anything like to run out of to talk about. But I remember there was like a few work events I went to last year, and it was just like, get me the fuck out of here. Like, it was just not interesting whatsoever. I don't like to check my phone when I'm around people, but that was there was like all those work events, I was just constantly checking my phone because I was just legit bored. Like, the conversation topics just did not interest me whatsoever. It was, I don't know, I found it really, really difficult to put up with. Yeah, it just wasn't for me. So like, then I made like a commitment to like try to dog every work event after that one. That one was just like, okay, I've had enough. I remember it was a Thursday night as well, and I was like, I remember thinking, all right, do I want to attend this work event? But I want to go to badminton as well. And then I think someone was like, oh, you should probably go to this work event because it's like, you know, you're new to the company and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Then after that one, I was like, I came home and Mrs. Mika was like, how was it? And I was like, it was an absolute colossal waste of time. I said, it was just bad. Like, I got home at like 10:30. I mean, I normally get home from badminton at 10:30, but at least I exercise and, you know, enjoy myself and like train. That was just legitimately sitting around for like 2 hours talking to people. Rather, talking to people whom I just didn't really care to have a conversation with. So then after that, I said to myself, I'm going to dog every single work event. Like, even on my last day with the company, there was like a Christmas party. And people were like, oh, you're going to come to the Christmas party? I'm like, oh, nah. Like, I clocked in early that day to like get all my stuff like ready to go and whatnot. And they were like, oh, come on, Ray, you'll love the Christmas party. And I'm like, yeah, nah. I clocked in early just so I could leave early. And do you know where I went? Like, I left, like, you know, I started that day at like 7, and then I clocked off at like 3:30. So, like, you know, when the Christmas party was happening, I fucked off. I was just like, yeah, I'm done. You know, bye, guys. It was nice working with you. See ya. And then I was like, it's a Friday. There's no badminton, so I went to play DDR. I had my clothes ready, and that was like a really good session as well. It was like, you know, I saw some people there. I stayed out a bit longer than normal because of no badminton. It was just a really, really good time because I was like, yeah, I'd rather be doing this than like, you know, sitting around and eating. What do you eat at a Christmas party these days? Sausage rolls? I don't know. Talking about like, I don't know. I don't know what normies talk about these days. Yeah, work events. So then I made a vow to myself that I would never attend a single work event ever again. As much as I like it, like, even if I really like the people, nah, I'm sorry. I'd rather use that time to do my own thing. I mean, I don't mind some sports, like, you know, tennis, badminton, and whatnot. But I don't watch, like, rugby or anything like that, so I don't know who's playing who. Like, I don't know. I don't follow the teams. I mean, in a way, I kind of want to, because then, you know, I got a few friends who are gamers, but they're also really into that, and I'd be able to understand what they were talking about, but... I don't know. I know it sounds like I might be like a super, super miserable person, but... Nah, it's not that at all. It's just... When I get into conversations that don't interest me, oh my goodness, it is like the worst. Like, not being interested is one thing. Feigning interest is even harder. It's so much harder. Like, just for the sake of being, like, nice and whatnot, feigning interest is, like, so hard. I'll let you guys in on a little Mikami secret. If you ever hear me talk in person, I'm like, oh yeah, or like, oh, I'm not interested. I'm just doing it just to be nice to that person. If you ever see me do it to like someone, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. That's like Mikami code for like, I really don't care, but you know, I don't want to say it to your face out of like politeness, but that's generally how I feel. If I'm genuinely interested in the conversation, I'll try to add points that, you know, either contribute to what you're saying or, you know, like ask a question about it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah. Or like, yeah, cool. I really don't care. It's rare I have to bust that out, but when I do, you know I've hit, like, my limit with trying to put up with the conversation. I wish sometimes we could just ignore all social protocol and just be like, excuse me, this is not interesting me, I'm going. Because, like, if you think about it, when you're a kid, it's, like, so easy. When you don't like someone, you just tell it straight to their face. I don't like you, I'm not playing with you anymore. When you don't want to listen to someone, you're like, la 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 la. You know, kids are so transparent. When they don't like each other, they let each other know. When they love each other, they let each other know. When they don't want to listen, they'll physically say, I don't want to listen. And then as we grow, quote unquote, you know, as we, you know, grow older, we're still kids at heart, but we've just learned all these social protocol bullshits to, you know, put up with, you know, to enable us to fit into society. But sometimes this would be so much easier just to be like, yeah, look, sorry, mate, I really don't care, bye. But, you know, society dictates that we play nice with people as best we can. The kids make it so obvious, and when you look at them, interact, it's almost like, shit, like, you know, if you think about it, if there was some transparency like that, it would actually make life a bit easier in some ways if you think about it. There'd be none of this like, oh, I don't know what he's feeling, or like, I don't know how he feels about this. It's like, if you just let them know, like, sorry mate, I just don't care. Sure, it may hurt, but at least you then know, like, okay, he's not interested in this project. I won't give it to him, or I won't pursue it. Yeah, exactly, Aggie, exactly. Or like, you know what, like sometimes at like conventions, I'll just kind of disappear for like an hour and a bit, just to kind of get my own headspace. Oh, that's how it is though, guys. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to put up with it, but it is what it is. I think that's why I like streaming so much. Because it's like, you know, I'm generally talking to people who share common interests, and you meet some really, really diverse people on Twitch as well, so it makes for really good conversations at times. It obviously can't replace like actual human like conversation, but I'd rather reserve that for people like whom I actually want to hang out with. Speaking of which, Aggie, looks like Spawn Point might be opening up again. We should get like Trip and Meek and go support Nathan because, you know, he's probably had it pretty rough having the bar closed during like COVID. I don't know when he's opening though. I'll have to message him and ask him like if he's got a set date for it. He's probably posted it on Facebook because I know they have a Facebook page, but I don't have Facebook anymore, so I might just have to PM him. Yeah, exactly, Ags, exactly. I think that's why I'd be a really, really shit poker player, Aggie. I wouldn't be able to feign, like, things well. Like, I give it away so easily. I got some extended family members who are like super into like politics and discussing the economy and all that jazz. And oh my goodness, guys, those conversations are like the hardest to like feign interest in, because you don't want to be nasty to your family. But those are like the most difficult ones, because it's like those are topics that I'm not really too passionate about. But it seems like that's all they talk about, and they ask me for my opinions on it, and sometimes I don't have an opinion on a certain matter. But I gotta come up with some BS really quick. Yeah, I'd be shit. I'd be like, ah, yeah, I'm fucked. But thankfully, my mom and dad, I loved having chats with them. I feel like as, you know, I've gotten a bit older, my dad and I have had like a few more like deeper conversations about certain topics and whatnot, and it's been good. But Dad's like very philosophical with like a lot of things when he describes things. I think it comes from being like, you know, Chinese for starters. And also he plays a lot of Go. So I think that, you know, in a way he expresses himself a lot when he plays Go. And I think that kind of helps reinforce some of like the philosophies and ideologies that he holds really close to his heart. I really need to learn how to play Go. Dad said he'll teach me sometime, so... Because the reason I want to learn Go is because my dad used to play with someone every single Sunday. Like this old guy that he met at the university. They used to play every single Sunday for like a couple of hours. You know, have tea, chat and whatnot. And it was really, really like, you know, Dad really, really enjoyed it. It was his time to kind of unwind and, you know, play a board game that he liked. But that guy passed away a couple of years ago. And since then, Dad's kind of resorted to playing Go online, which he likes. You know, he's got a big iPad. He can, like, play against players and, you know, find players with, like, similar rankings and whatnot. But, you know, I want to... It's a game that, like, I want to play with Dad as he gets older. Like, I'll be no match for my dad. He's, like, first Dan ranked Go player. He's, like, insane. Like, my dad's very modest. He doesn't think he's that good, but, like... Based on, like, the rankings and whatnot, for, like, an amateur player who just does it in his spare time, I think my dad's, like, based on those rankings, I think my dad was, like, really good. He's also really good at chess as well. I think he's just got a really good mind for those type of, like, tactical games. But Go's definitely his favorite. You know how to play Go, Lou? Oh, man. I think it'd be a really, really fun game. Yo, what's up, Gargoyle? You can play Go online, yeah. Like, I know my dad's playing Go because, like, I'll hear from, like, the study room, I'll hear, like, the sound effect it makes when you put a stone on the table. I'm like, ah, Dad's playing Go. Oh, fuck, wrong button. It's, from what I can tell, Aggie, it's basically just about taking up as much position as possible, and, like, when you surround certain stones in certain configurations, you take those off the board, which means there's less of your opponent's stones and more of your own. Are you winning, Dad? Yeah, exactly. Oh, I got a funny story to tell you guys about, this was back when we first got, like, you know, before, like, 2000, this is like 2005, when we got, like, ADSL 2+ internet. Our family computer had like a mad virus on it, and I wasn't tech savvy at the time. So my dad decided to hop on and play Go, like just with the online service back then. But he was watching these two players play just to kind of learn from them. They were like really high ranked players, he told me. And they didn't make any move for like legit like 5-6 minutes, and it was like a speed format, kind of like Blitz in chess. My dad's like, why haven't they made any moves yet? Like they're gonna run out of time. Okay, one sec, let me just do this. So, like, my dad was like, wait, why aren't these guys making a move? They're gonna, like, lose all the time. Then, all of a sudden, I was sitting, like, studying on, like, the other table. I just hear this. Brrr. My dad's like, what? They played like 7 moves in like a second. My dad's like, what the hell was that? And then he's like, I'm like, no, Dad, I think the virus is like clogging the computer like heaps. Like it's bottlenecking it. And my dad's like, oh. And my dad got so mad. He's like, what? I was trying to study these 2 guys. And now all of a sudden, like they make like 7 or 8 moves in a row. What's what he thought. It was so funny. It scared the crap out of me. Because like, my dad like turned up the computer speakers as well. Just to make sure everything was okay. Then all of a sudden like, brrr. He's like, whoa, what the hell? Like 7 moves in a row from like each side. My dad's like, the fuck? And I'm like, oh, no, Dad. It's like the computer bottlenecking. He's like, oh man, what? He's like, I'm trying to study these guys. I'm like, oh, poor Dad. Oh, it was funny as though. I was like 15 at the time. But I know my dad's getting into it again because like, in his home office, I see like books about Go. They're in Chinese, so I can't read shit. But I'm guessing they're like, you know, strategies and whatnot. He reads them in his spare time just to kind of learn more about the game. So, I don't think I'd be any match for my dad if I learned how to play Go. I think it's one of those games where like, you know, it's like any board game where you kind of like, you have to just play it more to understand it a bit better. Like, people stream chess on Twitch these days, like, there's a Grandmaster, Hikaru Nakamura from the United States. He streams full-time on Twitch now, just playing chess. And he's, like, absolutely insane. Like, Hikaru is, like, an amazing blitz player. And, like, he's taught a few other big streamers as well, like XQC and whatnot. Like, he's joined them in, like, Twitch sessions and, like, showed him the basics and whatnot. Yo, what's up, Assassin? How's it going, man? Long time no see. Yeah, like Hikaru's really blown up on like Twitch. And he's like really fun to watch as well, like when you watch him play. I listened to an interview with him, Malcolm Gladwell, an author. He has a podcast called Revisionist History. And he did a segment on the LSAT, which is like, you know, that crazy entrance exam that people do for like getting into law, I think. And like he kind of tried to explain like the way that the exam is formatted. It's pretty much like completely counterintuitive to like what you should do in a law profession kind of thing. And he used an analogy throughout it where it was he was comparing the differences between like, you know, standard chess and blitz chess. And he interviewed Hikaru Nakamura. And Hikaru said that, like, you know, he feels like, what's his name? Magnus Carlsen is much better than him at, like, you know, the standard chess format. But he's a much better blitz player, he reckons. And it's, like, a different skill set, you know. It was a really interesting episode. You guys should listen to it. It's a podcast called Revisionist History. I can't remember the episode name, but if you're interested, I'll try to find it for you. It was really, really good. And that's when I first heard of Hikaru Nakamura. And, like, realized that like he streams on Twitch, and I was like, that's pretty cool. And he was telling me about the GM that trained him prior to that tournament. Oh yeah, like crazy high level chess is like insane. I remember watching this clip of Garry Kasparov playing against like 20 players simultaneously. Like, you know, he'd play one move on one board, move to the next board and play the next move. And these weren't like amateur players either. They were like, you know, like they were amateur players, but they were like, you know, high, you know, kind of like higher level amateur chess players. Even maybe like semi-pros, and he beat all of them. He barely had time to like think between tables. It was like, how the fuck can you keep like 20 concurrent games in your head? Because it's like, if he's thinking that far ahead into every game, he needs to remember those games. It's like, it's nuts. Or even, what's even more crazy is like Magnus Carlsen, he's played like, I think 10 games of chess blindfolded. Thanks for the good luck, Shadow. Like, he's blindfolded facing away and like, someone just tells him what move the opponent makes and then he makes a move on that table. So to be able to like memorize like 10 chessboards simultaneously, that's absolutely crazy. And I'll see if I'll find that video for you guys. It's actually like tank. And he won all these games too, which is even more insane. This is not the exact same video, but this kind of demonstrates an example of him doing it. Pretty much, kid. Pretty much. Oh, I reckon if I reckon if like I reckon if a professional like grandmaster level chess player picks up cubing, they would be really good at it. Like once they get their finger dexterity down, they've already kind of got like the spatial, like, you know, spatial processing from playing chess. I'd imagine they'd be really, really good at cubing as well. They wouldn't see like first 2 pairs. They'd probably see like all 4 pairs and like OLL at the same time. Just completely one look solve like everything. I should go into Hikaru Nakamura's stream sometime and be like, yo, have you ever solved a Rubik's Cube? Because I reckon you'd be really good at it. It'd be like Felix level look ahead, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, what's the new mouse you've got, Ags? Purely because you can remove the side buttons? Nice. Also, 2 of my acoustic foam pieces fell off again. So I'm gonna have to put these ones back on. I might put some more double-sided tape on the other side of these ones. I don't think the staple method is working. I get some, I don't know, maybe some glue. I mean, I do own this place, so I could just glue it to the wall, and bless RNG, I can remove it at some point in life, but... Or some people even say just drive a small nail through the acoustic foam and just, you know, kind of hammer it to the wall. Like a really tiny nail. So that way you don't damage the wall too much. The G903. Oh, one of these. Nice. Damn. That actually looks pretty cray. Yo, what's up, Ruby? What's up, Mango? How you guys going? That actually looks really cray as well. The technology that goes into like gaming mice these days is like insane. Like I got a SteelSeries Kana mouse. Mrs. Mika got this along with the Black Widow that I've got here that I've had for like 5+ years. They're still going strong. I just need to clean out this keyboard sometime. I might not clean out this keyboard. I might get some replacement caps for it first. Because Aggie linked me something that was like replacement keycaps for a keyboard. And I might want to get like green keys for this black keyboard. You know, green and black is like my color scheme. So I reckon when I do that, then I'll then clean out the keyboard. Because I haven't cleaned this out for a couple of years and it's probably just like gunk underneath. Like years of gunk. Gunker S. Yeah, it looks really, really good, Ruby. I was like, whoa, I was surprised. Yeah, like with mechanical keyboards especially, Manga, you just pop off the keys, clean them up, and just tip all the crap that's underneath the keyboard out. I remember the last time I cleaned it, there was just like hair. There was like... No, I've had this for more than 5 years actually, guys. Mrs. Mika got a... I think 20... Shit, I can't... Wait. Mrs. Mika got it for me in 2014 or 2013, I believe. I've had them for like 7 years now, and they're still going strong. I have no need to replace them. I'll just clean them out, and then Bob's your auntie. Yeah, how far were your calcs off? I know, right? It's actually pretty filthy when you open it up. Conquest, I was like, oh shit. But I might get those replacement keycaps first before I open this up. Believe it or not, I bought an iPod yesterday. I bought another iPod Nano off eBay. I already have an iPod Nano 7th gen that I used to go for a run with. But I bought another one because that way Mrs. Mika and I share that iPod for when we go running because it's got Bluetooth functionality. So I bought another one. Like the exact same one, different color. That way I just put it in my bag and use it in the car and whatnot. Oh, are you gonna do it, Nick? Yo, what's up, Red Gaming? Yeah, man, using a GameCube controller. Hey, Cuckoo. I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm keen to get, like... I'm keen to, like, get that lecture series started. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm actually a stats teacher as, like, my day job now. And the semester's almost over, but I'm going to pretty much redo that lecture series, but online on YouTube for free. So I've started like the first introductory lecture with like what we're gonna cover and like what you need to do to get started and whatnot. And I'm gonna probably pump out like one a week. And it'll be an intro, it's called the Intro to Stats and Data Science, or Data Analytics rather. Yeah, that could have been a 46 if I didn't fuck that up. And that should be good. It's going to assume no prior knowledge to, like, statistics or programming, so... And the reason I'm doing it is because, A, I've taught this subject at university, but... I feel like, you know, there's, like, data science, machine learning, and, like, they're all the crazy buzzwords at the moment in the world. And some of the courses I've seen, they're really good, but they kind of just gloss over the stats part, and I feel like that's really important to really understand if you want to get good at this field. And I think that's what's going to separate, like, an ordinary data scientist from, like, a good one, is if they really understand the maths behind it. But yeah. Yeah, go for it, Ruby. Absolutely. Message me on Discord or something. I'd be more than happy to help. And, I like teaching as well. Like, I feel like I'm not good at many things in life, but I feel like teaching math is probably one of the things that like I really enjoy, and I think I'm pretty good at it because I've been doing it for so long. So I feel like it's the one thing where it's like a perfect blend of I'm good at it and I really enjoy it as well. So, and it's something that like, and I think it's something that's like really, it's also benefiting someone else as well, you know? Like, hopefully someone finds the lecture series useful down the line. You know, it's for free. I don't want to put it behind like Udemy or Coursera because, you know, we have to pay for too many things in life. And I'm Asian, so I'm all for the, we should have as many things for free as possible, Kappa. Oh yeah, you'd probably be deep into like some of the really theoretical stuff. Hey, Cuckoo. Like, what stats have you taken out of curiosity? Like, how much stats do you have to take at maths in Cambridge? Sorry, in maths at Cambridge, rather, Cuckoo. The course was taught. Have you finished it, Lyra? I'd be more than happy to help if you're still doing it. Oh yeah, some of the stuff is really easy to forget, Kin. Absolutely. Probability's mandatory. Yeah, fair call. Your exam's in about a month. What do you do in it? Like, what stats do you do in your course? I just out of curiosity. I could probably help. Year 3 is when you branch out. Got you. But most take it. Ah, fuck. I keep forgetting to split a hook shot. I don't know why. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I'm curious. Oh, I could imagine, yeah. Like the stats that I taught was pretty. It was pretty much like half theory, half applied. Shit. Fuck. Thank you. Pause the frame early. That was a slow split. Monk ass. Yeah, it sounds like it, Lara. Absolutely. Probability and distributions, yeah. That's pretty much the course that I taught this semester. It was like, you know, your very basics of like collecting data, probability distributions, like hypothesis testing and all that stuff. There's like for those of you who don't know stats, there's something called the chi-square distribution, and most students don't know it's pronounced chi because it's a Greek letter. And I had this student ask me a question when I was teaching the class through Zoom. He's like, it was the first time he'd seen the term. He's like, "Excuse me, sir." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "So with this chi-square distribution," because it's spelled C-H-I, and I was trying so hard not to laugh because it's like he's a really confident student as well. But he just completely fucked up the pronunciation. It was so funny. He's like, "Excuse me, sir. So, with this chi-square distribution here, what's the way we solve this?" I was like, "Oh, fuck. I forgot to tell him it's chi-squared." It was so funny, though. It's like, oh my gosh, it was so funny. I was like, crap. I'm not gonna laugh. Because, I should, and I'm like, "Oh, by the way, it's chi-squared." It's like, "Oh, sorry, sir." I'm like, "Oh, no, it's fine." I go, "How the fuck are you meant to know how a Greek letter's pronounced?" Sufficient minimal stats, hypothesis stamp, ANOVA. Yeah, that was at the last section we taught, ANOVA table. Cool, thanks, Cuckoo. I'm keen. Yeah, so the course I'll probably teach won't go like crazy in depth into like derivations and stuff. It'll just be more like your intro to stats, using R, and I try to see it as like the course I'm going to teach as like a bridging course. So if you do want to do more like specialized courses like, you know, deep learning or, you know, intro to machine learning and whatnot, you'll hopefully have a really good basis for it. I hated stats at uni, believe it or not. I had the fucking shittest lecturer as well. Oh, I don't know if I told you, I think I've told you guys that story where like the stats lecturer basically gave me 0 marks or penalized me the most because I helped students with another, like, we had an assignment, like when I was doing stats in second year, we all had this assignment to do, and I was the only one that had any idea of how to solve this one question. So I was helping some other students out, but there was like a slight flaw in like the proof. And so the teacher thought that we were all like plagiarizing one another. So he called like all of us in to like explain the proof, but the only one that could explain it properly was me because I was the one that thought of the idea. So then he determined that like, okay, I was the source of all of this. So instead of just, you know, saying, "All right, look, you probably shouldn't have done that, let people copy off you," he ended up penalizing me the most because apparently I was the source of the problem. And like, He then made some crazy lecture about how people should go to him for help and not other students. I'm like, you sir can fuck right off. I'm like, that is not the way, like, you know. There's a lot of collaboration in maths, and telling us we can't work together, you're absolutely fucked. I did not attend a single lecture of his after that. That was like week 6 of 13. I'm like, yeah, fuck off, I'm done. I was so pissed off at the situation. It turned me off all the stats because I realized he was going to be teaching most of it. And I'm like, yeah, him and I are not going to have a good time together. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. No more stats for Mika. It was so mean, Cuckoo, because it was like, you know, you just give me like a pep talk about how, you know, we can collaborate, but not like let people take my answers. But now that was like his way of dealing with the situation, and I'm like, what's worse? My dad used to play tennis with all these old people on Friday afternoons, and one time I went for a swim at like the university pool, and I popped out to see my dad playing tennis, and he was playing tennis with the other guy. And I was thinking like, I was trying to telepathically tell my dad, just serve the ball into his head and knock the cunt out. But obviously I can't say that because my dad's playing tennis against him. But I was thinking it. I was like, every time I saw that guy's smug look, I got so mad. He was like, okay, he looked exactly like Doc from Back to the Future. That's exactly what he looked like. I kid you not. That's exactly what he looked like. So I thought I'd get along with him because I love Back to the Future. But I didn't realize that, like, he was an absolute nutcase, but in, like, the worst way possible. But he has this insane aura of smartness. Even the supervisors adore him. I know exactly who I know that type of person you're talking about, Cuckoo. Except the one person that I met who had that aura of smugness, I will call. But not, like, smart as well. But he wasn't humble at all, Cuckoo. And I had a massive run-in with this guy at uni as well. Not even, like, intentionally, Cuckoo. I'll explain what happened in just a sec, because it really ticked me off. But I didn't say anything because your boy MikamiHero doesn't like to start confrontation. So what happened was, we were doing a subject on differential equations, and there was a question involving, like, doing, like, the inverse Laplace transform. And, I had a way of doing it. And there was, like, a few of us doing the assignment together, and, like, I was just, you know, showing them on, like, one of the mutual whiteboards in the library how to do it. He full comes up to me, and he's like, nah, that's not how you do it, Ray. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, what? And then he takes the pen away from me and starts writing on the board. And, like, I didn't know what to think. I was actually quite upset, but I was like, I know what I'm like when I get mad, and I'm like, I don't want this to become a confrontation thing. So I just walked off. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna pack my stuff and leave. Like, I was furious. Like, I don't think he intentionally tried to hurt me, but I think he's a bit of a social nutcase. Like, he doesn't understand, like, you know, one should not take a pen out of someone else's hand and, like, you know, kind of just interrupt them. So I didn't say anything. I just kind of packed my stuff and left. And then there was one time we did a class together. It was like what class was it? Differential Equations 3, so like the next one. And like, for some reason, he would sit next to me. I don't know why. I just, you know, I was trying to be nice to him. I was like, oh, hello, like, how are you and whatnot. And there was this one time where, like, we had to submit an assignment, and I already submitted mine, but he came to class late, and he was quickly, like, writing out a solution to one of them, and I peeked over, and I noticed he did a step wrong. Now, I could have been a really nasty person and not said anything, but I couldn't. I was like, yo, he's like, what? And I'm like, this step. And as soon as I pointed, he noticed. He's like, oh shit, you're right. And then ever since then, he was like ridiculously nice to me. But I still for like all of uni, I basically looked at him and went, no, you are a massive cunt. I don't care how nice you are to me. Um, I know what you did to me, and I'm not gonna forget it. But, you know, I wasn't, like, nasty to him, but, like, you know, he was, like, really, really nice to me after that, but I was kind of just like, oh, yeah, hey, man, but deep down, I'm like, you fucking cunt. Like, he's doing really, really well now. Like, he did his PhD in, like, the Netherlands and things like that, but... Oh, man. I was not happy when that happened. Yo, what's up, Luna? Trying to justify to no avail. I'll go back and email an update to prove. Hey, Happen Falls, what's up, buddy? How are you? Yeah, ever since then, he was, like, super, super nice to me. And even Mrs. Mika was like... Mika's like, he's probably just misunderstood. And, like, the fact that you were, like, nice to him was probably, like... You know, maybe people are intimidated by him, but, like, the fact that I was just kind of, like, normal with him, maybe he appreciated that. But, I don't know. That just left a really sour taste in my mouth. Because I was, like, young and stupid back then. I didn't really know how to control my emotions and whatnot. So, I was just, like... I just remember packing up all my notes and just leaving. I was like, knowing me, I'm gonna explode, and I don't want to because it doesn't solve any problems exploding. He basically reminds me of your friend Cuckoo, but not humble at all. Like complete anti-humble. I don't know what's the antonym of humble? Smug? Is that a good word? After a few chill weeks, that's good to hear, Luna. Arrogant, that's a good one, yeah. Actually, that's the perfect word for it. That's the perfect word. Oh, man. But I remember, like, you know, every time he'd come back, like, because I think he ended up doing his masters in Queensland, I think. He'd, like, invite people out to drinks and, like, you know, he'd always put me on the invite list and I would always be like, oh, I'm sorry, I got something else to do. Sorry, man. I had nothing better to do. I just didn't want to go. I told you. I've told you so many stories of me at uni dogging social events to play games. Like, oh, cool, end of year, like, math society dinner. How much am I have to spend on this dinner? 60 bucks. Oh, cool, Pokemon Black and White came out. That's 60 bucks. I know what I'm doing. Bye, guys. Playing Pokemon the whole night. Or, like, I was in the physics society as well, and they had, like, you know, an end of semester party. And I'm like, alright, this is free. But then, what was it? What came out? I think it was Black Ops 2. And I really wanted to play it. So I was like, bye, guys. They ended up partying until like 1 o'clock, and I played Black Ops till like 1 o'clock. So I think I scored the better deal there, to be honest. Oh wow, Cuckoo, thanks, man. Heck yeah. Those games life. Oh yeah, absolutely. I was like, I don't want to spend 60 bucks on a dinner and then have to talk about maths. I'm like, I just finished exams. I just want to relax. Oh fuck, that was close. That was insanely close. Are you gonna be inside for a little longer? How much longer do you think, Luna? I kid you not. I dogged a, what was it? It was like mid-semester party for like the anime club. I don't know why I was part of the anime society, considering, you know, my opinion on cosplayers. I ended up just cubing that whole night because I was like, I want to learn some new algorithms and muck around with stuff. Oh, I know why I was part of the anime club. My mate was president. So I was like, yeah, you know, I'll sign up and see how you do things. I'm doing good, Luna. Can't complain, buddy. I hope you're doing well as well. Yo, Luna, with the bits. Thank you, thank you. But I'm doing good, Luna. Can't complain. Hope things are going okay on your end as well. Oh, exam questions in front of him? Monk ass. That's... How was it? If you don't mind me asking. Alright, bless RNG for this weird shot. This boss got you as a kid, Red Gaming? I do a baby route where I, weird shot for these chews. Because... Oh, jeez. Okay. I haven't done Green's functions and theorem in, like, forever. I'm gonna head out. Yeah, man, I'm dipping. Bye. Sorry, bad connection. I'll call you back. This is Mika watching, I wonder. Playing The Sims. Yeah, he chose for me a stupidly hard Green's function question. Monkass. Oh my gosh. Why would he do such a thing, Cuckoo? Ah, note to self, I need to pick up the, oh my goodness. I need to pick up the extra rupee in Darunia's room. Thanks, Shadow. Oh, 3D spherical, oh my gosh. Man. Lecturers at Cambridge, they seem really mean at times. Yo, what's up, Toxic Timbo? How are you? Alright, bless. This looks good. Oh, fuck. Oh, we're good. They can be, but we signed up for it, so yeah, fair call. Can't imagine what it would have been like to study maths at Oxford or Cambridge, man. I know my PhD thesis got sent to a professor at Cambridge, at Oxford, and it got sent to a guy in Canada. I think Western Uni in Canada. So the Canadian guy gave me only like 1 page of like minor corrections. And the guy from Oxford gave me, like, legit, like, this much of, like, corrections to do. They were all minor, but they were, like, super nitpicky stuff. I'm like, of course, he's from Oxford, he's gonna find this shit. The guy from Canada was like, oh, no, barely anything. I'm like, why couldn't he have sent it to 2 Canadians? Oh, ugh. But it was fine. In the end, the guy from Oxford had some really, really good points, and I think fixing it up made the thesis better, but at the time, I was like, not like this. So I did the Canadian guy's corrections first, because it was, like, super, super easy to do. Then to tackle the guys from Oxford, I was like, oh, fuck. Nothing goes past the eyes of an Oxford. Oh, no, absolutely not, Cuckoo. Especially considering he's, like, one of the authors of, like, the textbook to use for, like, teaching maths and finance. I was like, yeah, it's not getting past him whatsoever. But there were good points. Like, he wasn't unfair. It's like what you told me about some of the guys at Cambridge. Like, they're not unfair. They expect a lot, but... I was like, okay, these points are actually quite valid. We should fix these. Oh, really, Tofu? I was just like, oh, wow, this Canadian guy's, like, really chill. Like, a page. It was so small. I was like, oh, this is easy. Why couldn't I have had 2 of these guys, Kappa? It's like if you were doing a speed run and then you had like me evaluate your run. I'd be like, oh, that was pretty good. And then you'd have like, you know, a top runner pick out like all the tiny bits. She looks good. All right, bless. Yeah, I knew not go. Yeah. I was not gonna get greedy there. Alright, cool. That was good. Nice. Exactly. You know they're right. You wish they weren't, but they're right. Exactly. But like you said, I guess there wouldn't be like an Oxbridge mathematician if it weren't for that. Yeah, sure. Send it to me on Discord, buddy. I'll just cry at how much pure math stuff I forgot. Legit exam question. Hey Hunter, what's up, buddy? Alright, that spirit hover section went alright. This is applied though. Okay. I haven't done greens function stuff in like forever. So less RNG, Kappa. Alright. Not a single drop? I guess I can get 2 pot drops, I suppose. It's not too bad. Oh, actually, never mind. That was Gucci. Alright, sweet. That means I can skip the pot up ahead. I mean, it doesn't hurt because then it'll make me have 20 bombs versus, oh my goodness, versus 17, but as long as I don't screw up anything too badly here, we should be fine. That was fairly clean. Nice. Thanks, Cuckoo. I'll take a look when I can. That was like a... Holy crap. That was like a 10-second gold, I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, I haven't gold... a golded escape, actually. Ignore me. I don't know how many seconds that gold was, but... I just need to get a run to the end. I need to fix up the Shadow Trial, Fire Trial split. If I can get a really clean... Shadow Trial Fire Trial split, it will push down this SOB even more. Which, you know, if I can push it to like a 157 even, it would give me confidence going for sub 2. Yes, yes, I know, Naburu. Oh, that was close. I actually got really lucky there, guys. If Naboo had done the horizontal slash, I would have died. I took way too long there, but yeah, I'll take it. Oh, my NES Dogbone controller arrived, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make an adapter that allows me to plug this into the computer, like using an Arduino, and then I can learn some NES speedruns with this. Because then I'll eventually want to do it on console, but I figured I should do it on the controller that I'm gonna be running on. So I'll make an adapter for it. Maybe do some SM3 runs with this first, just to get used to it. I can even play this kind of keyboard style. I can, like, you know, claw B and A like this, as opposed to using my thumb. I mean, the NES has only got 2 buttons, so I may as well make it as ergonomic as I can, you know? Whom's gonna fire? Okay, cool. Oh my goodness. Are they the ones that you used to learn the course? Oh, did they take them out, Cuckoo? Oh, nice, Aggie. You're gonna do like the stealth computer, right? I still need to make that NAS of mine. To do that sometime. Okay, awesome, awesome. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That's bad, but it's good. Bayesians probably do it. That's bad. That's so bad. Wow. Wow. Oh, fucking Bayesians probably do have killed me as soon as you wrote that. After all, it's only normal. Oh my gosh. These are amazing. They're so simple, but they're amazing. You don't know if you'll ever escape, Kin? Are you enjoying it, though, is the question. Oh, dear gosh. Anus time, indeed. I just love how Back Computer, like, shoves itself in wherever it can. Oh, yeah! Alright, don't forget to dupe bottle, Meek. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm still laughing at Cuckoo's statistician jokes. Holy shit. Oh, the anus will never get old. Alright, we're not gonna gold this split, but it'll be kind of close. Only 3 seconds from gold. They're so bad, but they're so good, Cuckoo. The Bayesians one killed me though, holy crap. Oh my goodness. Probably. I'm surprised that, like, they allowed these notes. Like, are they Cambridge notes? Or are they just, like, someone else's notes from, like independent notes that you used? Wow, I'm surprised that they actually let that through, but hey, I guess it shows that, like, the mathematicians at Cambridge do have a sense of humor. Yeah, I remember someone telling me that FF14 has like a really solid single player experience. Someone said, like, as you get into late game WoW, it's like you really need to play with other people. I'm guessing FF14 is probably the same, but someone else told me that you can play the entirety of, like, you can have like the entirety of your FF14 experience like single player. What's up, Sapphire? How's it going, mate? Oh, you can queue for them. Gotcha, gotcha. The notes also have some weird examples. You try to RBA hover boots and it crashed your game. I'd have to see you doing it, Sapphire, to see why it crashed. WoW's been around for 20-ish years? No, no, not 20. 15? 15 years? Oh, you're doing it on OOT 3D. You might have to ask, like, one of the OOT 3D runners. I'm not too sure of RBA on OOT 3D. It has, like, fruit flies mating with not... I'm genuinely surprised that they actually allowed these to go through. Considering how PC everything is these days. I actually wonder something, and this is a legitimate question. I wonder if there's any developers on the original WoW team who are still on the team today. Like, developing bits and pieces for the game. The reason I ask that is because there's this game that I played when I was a kid called Head Rush. It's made by the same guys that do, like, the Jackbox games. Head Rush was like 1998 or something like that, or 1999. And I always wonder if, like, any developers from that game are still at the company today. Granted, it's like, you know, like 20 plus years, but I actually wonder if some people are still from that team in the company. You reckon there? I like to think there is someone who's, like, pretty much spent, like, their entire almost programming career on WoW. I mean, if it's a successful project, like, why not, right? Like, Linus Torvalds, the guy that's pretty much like the brainchild behind Linux and Git, like, he's still working on those projects like 25 years later. I don't think he maintains Git anymore, but I know he still pretty much gives the green light on what gets allowed in, like, the Linux kernel or not. Oops. I should flick shield there. Keep forgetting to flick shield. Damn it. My fault. Just being too savage. Disappear for a few months. Yeah, because I've heard he's like, he's pretty ruthless when it comes to, like, giving criticism and whatnot. But I guess you wouldn't get to a point with your product if you weren't like a little bit aggressive with what you wanted, I suppose. What the heck, what? Sapphire? Oops, forgot the JS there. Of course. That's what I get for not jump slashing, fam. I abandoned that early because I could tell that roll timing. I need to work on that Hess, actually. The amount of times I've screwed it up is insane. Oh my goodness. Go away, Case. Seriously. He's still going. Last commit 10 hours ago. Yeah, the man's like constantly working from what I've seen. There's a good chance, Aggie, honestly. I'm keen to see if the new line of MacBooks end up going for like ARM architecture, because I know that like they've got some of this stuff in like their iPads. I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually like migrate their MacBooks to it as well. I mean, it seems like it's the direction it's gonna go. You know, having all their like stuff built in-house, like completely in-house. It'd be interesting though, because I reckon it'd like make the MacBook like battery life like insane as well. Also, I have to be really careful with bomb count here, guys. I can't attempt this Hess too many times, otherwise, I still need 7 bombs for Vavagia. How many bombs do I need in Forest Temple minimum? 1 for the damage boost, 2 ground jumps, and 1 death. So 4. So I've got 3 chances at this BK. I've got 3 chances at this BK skip. Let's pray we only need 1. I could just do the one with. I can just do the setup with Megaton Hammer though. We lost a lot of time here, so bad fight. Really bad Fire Temple actually. Oh, for sure. Yeah, it'll take time. Probably take a few iterations. That was a really sloppy Fire Temple. Damn. Ah well. Yeah, like 2021, 2022, perhaps, hey. That was good. So I'll have 23 seconds worth of health. 22 seconds when I unequip Tunic. I might have a look and see how some of the other all the other runners do like 1/16 Fire Temple. No thanks. Yo, what's up, Mint? How's it going, buddy? Yeah, those benchmarks will actually be fairly interesting, Aggie. Agreed. Shit, twisted corner. Ah! I probably could have solved that if I wasn't for that twisted corner. Oh, didn't fish troll me, thank you. All good, Lara. Good to have you here, buddy. Hope to see you soon. Alright, this will gold a little bit. Nice! Let's see here. Hook shot. Not Ocarina. That's fine. Yeah. I need to see what the movement they do here at the beginning of Forest Temple as well. Oh my goodness. Because I think what I do there is fairly slow, so it'd be good to see what other runners do. Okay. Not the cleanest fire temple, but fire medallion split was, I suppose, okay. Oops. May as well get those Deku Nuts. I mean, you don't have to, because I generally get the ones outside of Zora's Domain anyways, but I guess this just means I don't have to get the Zora's Domain ones. Okay, so far, well, touch wood. So far, it's going okay. No worries, Lou. Good night, buddy. Catch ya. Yeah, sloppy. Finding these stealthers is really, really scary. Oops. Oh my goodness. How is this still a potential gold? No, it's not gold anymore, but close. It's actually real PB, Luna. Okay, we can beat Forest Temple Split by like a ton. Oops. That should be fine. It's a bit scary, Luna, but I'm taking like a real baby route. I'm getting what is it? I'm getting Spirit, what is it? I get Goron Tunic and I get what is it? Gerudo Fortress, Gerudo Training Ground Choose. So then I can do like Spirit Hover as well. But then I still get a nice collapse skip at the end. I also just realized my bomb count's gonna be ridiculously tight because I need to take some damage here. Because I didn't realize I didn't take a jump slash damage from the Stalfos. I probably could have used that one to take, what is it? I could just use that one to get ISG as well. I'm not sure, Luna. I get a feeling I can do it without it. Only because I feel like my consistency of completing runs will be a lot higher if I don't use it for now. But I reckon if I want to push for lower, I'll most definitely have to switch. Hopefully. If I can do it without it, then yeah, when I want to push lower, I'll definitely have to switch. I was thinking about it. Yeah. I remember him telling me that, like, because I told him I felt super bad for losing so many runs. He's like, yeah, he did the same. When he first learnt the trick, he lost so many runs there. That trick's nasty. Spirit Jump is a mean mistress, guys. For anyone who doesn't know, in OOT speedrunning, it's just, oh, it's so nasty. But I think once you get, I guess once you kind of get the hang of it, it's not as bad, but still. It's still a spooky trick nonetheless. Not gold, but it was close-ish to gold, I think. Alright, so I need Megaton Hammer and this. Yeah, because then, like, if I don't get Tunic Luna, I'd probably have to switch to a, like, 1/16th Fire Temple as well. Which would be interesting to learn as well. But man, this is so... MST is so unforgiving, guys. If anyone doesn't know, MST is, it's a cruel mistress. I don't know how they do it, Luna. Like, dead set. I also gotta get this rupee because I missed it on the first trip. Oops. Meme ST, exactly, yeah. It's a great category because it's pretty much like 100% except minus all the boring mini game stuff that you normally have to do in our hundo. I think so as well, Aggie. I get a feeling I can get it without it. Like, my SOB is close-ish to... Like, my SOB is close-ish to 158. If I can push it, like, a little bit lower... Maybe, yeah. Maybe just optimize a few other bits and pieces, too. Yeah, thanks, Luna. Yeah, like, I feel a lot more confident with this route, yeah. I think that plays a big part of it as well. Like, if you have, like, some added confidence, then I think it helps in a lot of ways. Because then I guess, in a way, it's like... Oops. You kind of put your focus more towards just getting the run done than, like, partly also worried, like, oh no, I might fail this. Oops. But I can guarantee you, I think I'm the only one running this type of route, where it's like a hybrid between, like, old route and, newer one. Ooh! What time, Luna? I definitely want to pop in. I really want to see it. That's really cool that you can do something like that on, like, your stationary bike. I think something like that is amazing. 6:30 UK time. So it'd be... What time would that be for us? Would it be like 5 in the morning? I'll try be up for it. How long do you think you'll go for, Luna? Ah. If I can't get up for it, or stay up for it, I'll definitely watch the VOD. Ah, shit. Okay. Bomb count should still be fine. I just gotta be a little bit careful in trials, because I just wasted 3 bombs. So, I think when I do the super slide again to light trial, I'm just gonna go for the old setup instead. Only because I just don't want to waste those bombs and then waste time, potentially. I think it's good though, Luna, if there's like a little niche community. What do you think I should use when doing the calling card? What do you mean, Nick? Oh, calling the Phantom. Ooh. Do it, Nick. Oh, the name. Ooh, good question, Nick. The Vedas. Yeah, working from home. I think the speedrun community has been quite active in the last couple of months because of COVID-19. Like, so many people are, like, at home. I know some people who finish working from home, they might go for, like, a walk or they exercise and then be like, alright, time to stream. Oh yeah, Brisbane doesn't do daylight savings. Aussie time zones are whack. Are there some, are there some states in the United States that don't do DST as well? Yeah, pretty much, Luna. They're like, oh, this is actually a lot harder than I thought. Yeah, like Adelaide, South Australia, they're like behind us by half an hour, Luna, on like non-daylight savings times. And then during like daylight savings, they're behind us by like an hour and a half. It's so weird. It's so weird. I have no idea why. It's so confusing. Oh, Arizona doesn't. Okay. Interesting, Tofu, huh? Oh, please. I don't know why I paused there, but I just got worried. There are towns and cities that don't. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. I'll get these Deku Nuts just in case, as like muscle memory. They're talking about getting rid of it in Europe. Oh. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they got rid of it in Oz either. I mean, in summer, your days are already like longer as it is, like more daylight. So you're not really going to be losing out on much. Like, that's how I see it. It's like the days are already longer. So you're not losing out on much by not changing your clocks. But what do I know, fam? Nice. Not the fastest, but definitely not the slowest either. I think I'm starting to get the hang of like what I was doing wrong there now, so phew. No worries. Take it easy, Shadow. I'll catch you later, mate. Oh, really, Tofu? Huh. I agree with Aggie. It's either just like, you know, make us permanently GMT plus 11 or make us permanently GMT plus 10 and then just keep it that way. Stop changing it all the time or like every couple of months. Not like this. Oh my goodness. I know. Oh my goodness. You must have got absolutely wrecked with SP management, Nick. Oh my goodness. Doing it in one sitting. I guess because I wasn't too familiar with the game mechanics at the time, I was kind of like, yeah, I'll take it easy. Are you playing on normal, or did you go balls to the walls and did merciless? Oh my goodness, bubble. No, I'm good, good, good. That boss in like Akumura Castle is like, some palace is like so nasty. No, I don't blame you, Nick. Honestly. Like someone, I remember when I started, they were like, yeah, Mika, there's no difficulty trophy. I'm like, sweet, normal. If there was a trophy for finishing it on Merciless, I would cry. Yay, we got one. I was a bit worried we weren't going to get any wars, but we got one, so... we're Gucci. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the OG trophies look real nasty for Persona 5. Persona 4, they're pretty annoying to do as well. Like, you gotta finish, like, the entire Persona compendium and whatnot as well. That was close to a gold split, so... we're playing close to gold on some splits, which is good. It just means that we can either beat them, or we're just playing pretty well. Sometimes Equip Swap just hates me. It can be, Aggie, yeah. Like, sometimes you just lose all rhythm for it. And it's just like, the timing just goes out the window completely, and then you're like screwed. And yeah, if anyone doesn't know, like, Equip Swap is frame perfect. And you can't pause buffer it because it's like, you're in the pause menu. But it's pretty much like Monk or Rip. Oh, that's worse, actually. Agreed, Ags. Just pause the pause menu. Exactly, Aggie. Oh my goodness. If this was AD, I'd be screwed. Because I knocked Baronade the wrong way. That's alright. It's not AD, thankfully. Not a lot of wiggle room here, but let's see how we go. Excuse me. Monka TOS. Someone showed me the you know, everyone knows the Craigasm Doctor from Persona 5, right? Someone showed me this cosplay of the Craigasm Doctor the other day, and I was like, this cosplay is actually like really good. Like, I've seen a lot of Craigasm Doctor cosplays, guys, but this one like just shreds any one of them. Have a look at this one. Like, the attention to detail on this one is like insane. Like, she's even got like the name badge and everything. It's nuts. The setting looks kind of like a doctor's office with like the curtains, the coffee on the desk. Okay, here we go. That too, yeah. But it still looks really, really good though, I think. Like, I don't know how she pulled it off, but I like it. Oh, excuse me. All right, so we're on 202 pace. Let's see if we can PB tonight. Gonna not screw up everything else. Simple, right? I'm just like, yeah, I guess when things start to like kind of ease up a bit, maybe some other cons will open. Like, I'm still not sure if OzPAX will go ahead or not. They've been pretty silent on the matter as well. But I guess they've got until November, so I think they're just gonna wait until the last possible moment to determine. That's true, Aggie. Like, we can get this late into the run and be on PB pace. That's definitely something to take away from it all. Yeah, I can understand that, kid. Absolutely. Oh, excuse me. Spoilers, by the way. Sheik is Zelda. I'm sorry if I spoiled the game for you guys. Fuck, game ruined the absolute worst. I'm sorry, Aggie, not like this. Holy moly. Yeah, a lot of yawns today. I haven't actually, Kin. I have not played Hollow Knight, no. But I've been told that it's definitely a title I should check out. Especially because it's made by Aussie developers as well. Probably something I should do at some point, I reckon. Ah! Isn't it a really hard game as well, though? That's what I've heard about Hollow Knight. It's like really good, but it's really hard. Criminally underpriced too. Ooh. Yes and no. Okay. But not ball busting. Well, that's good. I don't think anyone likes a ball busting experience. Unless you're into that kind of stuff, in which case I ain't judging. But, you know. But they're also optional. Well, that's good. It's good that those weird hard things are optional as well. Excuse me. No worries, Luna. Good luck at the meeting as well. Thanks for the GL, buddy. Catch ya. Yeah, it was nice to see you, Luna. Definitely have to catch up with you soon. Excuse me. Yeah. Slow, but at least we got it in the end. Let's see here. There we go. And that was a much better forest trial than my last attempt, like a couple of days ago. Alright, water trial. Don't forget to store the jump slash this time, Mika. I had that happen a couple of runs ago as well. I forgot to store the jump slash in water trial. We lost so much time there. It was ridiculous. There we go. Nice, that was good. That was really good. Well, felt good. I didn't fumble at any of the trials this time. Well, those two trials were good. All right, we're gonna have a really clean double section now. What's it going for at the moment, Nick? And what's your max? I'd say no more than 200. Yeah. So I'd say just bid 200 outright, and then like that's your maximum bid. I shall trial went okay. No bid on it, but the guy selling it had it at 150, and then he changed the price to 170, and no one bid it. And in it, he changed it to that price. I would say no more than 200, Nick. Definitely. I'd say make a bid at 170, like the price he's willing to sell it for, but then set your maximum bid to no more than 200, yeah. Yo, Zenki with the raid. Mate, thank you so much, dude. How's your stream? Hope it went well, Zenki. Were you doing hundo? And yeah, welcome everyone from Zenki's stream. I'm MikamiHero, and today we are doing some MST. So, fingers crossed it all goes well. Oh my goodness. There we go. My goodness. Unequip hovers, Mika. I keep forgetting unequip hovers. There we go. Oh, nice! Congrats, dude. On affiliate status, let's go. Let's go, man. Lost the run near the end of Child 3. Ah, rip. I'm sorry to hear that, Zenki. Hundo is cruel, dude. But props to you for, like, doing runs of it, man. Excuse me. Nice, there we go, the 158 SOB. Alright, as long as I don't screw up these two next sections, we can probably push it down just a little bit more as well. I had a really bad fire temple in this run, but I'm glad those two trials went well. I didn't play fire trial particularly well either. Like, I could have played that a little bit cleaner, but I just wanted to make sure we got past it. Yeah, things will happen when you get a run going, dude, I believe. I'm also not going to do initial position strat because I miss it half the time. Yeah, I believe, Zenki. You got this, man. Hundo is just hard. So much to remember. And for the category so long, Because it's so long, so many things can go wrong. You have any particular goal time with Hundo? Just smashing my PBs. Yeah, that's always a good goal. That's always a good goal, man. Just improving that PB, absolutely. I'm definitely on track to smash it. Oh yeah, absolutely. For sure, for sure. And because the Hundo is so long, like I said, it's just easy to make like those little dumb mistakes, and sometimes they'll just kill your run if you like don't keep track of things. Oh, that's a bit shit. New route is pretty fast as well. Yeah? I haven't looked into Hundo in like forever, Zenki. But I wouldn't mind checking it out again one day. Also, those trials actually went pretty decent. I can definitely play them a little bit cleaner, but that was not too bad. We got like 40 seconds worth. We almost got like 50 seconds worth of golds in trials alone. So, heck, I can't really complain, to be honest. Can't really complain at that. Alright, let's go buy some bombs. What's the new route possible? Like, what's capable with the new route, Zenki? Like, what time could, like, people absolutely beast for now with SRM? And the new SRM, that was, like, I've seen on Twitter from, like, Glitchly and ZFG. Like, what the hell was that? I'm good, Renegade. How are you? Hundo, Advarsal. Just wondering what's possible with the new, with new SRM. Alright, let's see. But the category that I'm running at the moment is neither of those. MST. 338. Oh, that's right. That is WR. Hey. Ah, keep forgetting to split at Enter Deku. Freak. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm keen to see how they can incorporate that completely into Hundo, if anything else may change. Hundo route changes like every week, I swear. You mean every second day, yeah. Oh, Hundo always changes. It's absolutely nuts. Keeps fucking changing routes. I think that's one reason why I stopped running Hundo at one point. I'm just like, I seriously can't be bothered keeping up to date with all these new route changes. I mean, it's awesome, but I can't imagine what the active runners must go through, like yourself, Zenki. Like, oh crap, another route. Oh really, Advarsal? Okay, okay. For that to be no, I don't blame you, Zenki. I really don't blame you for like not running Hundo for a couple of months because of that. It get like really like grading as well, having to do all that over and over again, like all that learning. Then Zora's River, he was like, finally, we got something else. Ah, SM64, gotcha, Advarsal. I do like watching SM64 runs, but man, they're so hard to do runs of, I imagine. That's pretty much why I started speedrunning Avarsal, because of like childhood memories with this game. Oh, we got the explosive kiss! We got the explosive smooch. It's not just an ordinary kiss, fam. It's the explosive kiss. Just boom. Yes, gasp. Gasp all you want, Zelda. Oh, it's not over till it's over, Nick, but let's hope. Because I have to equip to angle change for the Hess in the collapse skip, it's probably faster to equip hammer and then just walk into this, like jump slash into this and walk in. Then that way I don't have to set up for a super slide. But I think someone told me if you have bombs, doing the super slide here is faster. Well, let's hope it, Vassal. Let's bless RNG that we got this. Let's hope. Oops. It's fine. He just put away his sword for some reason. I think I just mashed too many buttons, but that's okay. Small time loss, but nothing too drastic. Yo, Renegade with the host. Thanks, man. Back up a bit. That's a low 201. Let's go. Not the sub 2 I was looking for. We did make a lot of mistakes in like some of the earlier dungeons. A few too many pauses, non-optimal movement. But this is a low 201 PB. Whew. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Slowly, slowly, we are inching towards the sub 2. That was sick. Heck yeah, let's go. That was sick. Hey Wishbear, what's up? Marcus with the hose. Thanks, man. Really, really appreciate it. Welcome everyone from Marcus's stream. I am MikamiHero, and we just PB'd at MST. We've been back at this category for like, what, 3 weeks? And we've already gotten a 2-minute PB. So, our ultimate goal with this category, guys, is sub 2. So I've still got a bit of work to do. I need to save another 1 minute and 19 seconds at least throughout the run. So I'll keep chugging, guys. My journey's not over yet, but we're getting much, much, much closer. You're probably talking about old Any% Renegade, where they used a Deku stick as Child Link. A 201, let's go, guys. Heck yeah. That was fucking awesome. Where does that... I'm just curious, because I'm not one to normally check leaderboard times, but where does a 201 place me? A 201.18 puts me 13th. Nice. I'm not usually one to care about results. Like, you know, placings in that regard, but, yeah. 13th. Okay. Do you want to know something, guys? Okay. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, buddy. Let me show you guys the leaderboards quickly, because this is fucked. Okay, so there's your boy there's your boy Magrongus Hero at 203.46, and that was 10 months ago. So I jumped to here, alright? Now look at Skirty. Skirty has a 201.13, but look at the jump. Look at the jump between 12th and 11th. Juke's got a 158. There's no one with a 2-hour flat PB and a 159. Because all the cunts that have gone 159 have just kept pushing. Like, Crux, Danny, Bono, John. They just kept pushing because they're like, fuck it. So, let's say I theoretically stay here and then I get the sub 2. Right? If I get the sub 2, I won't move up. I won't move up. I'll, like, if I get, like, a PB, I'll move here, for example. Let's say I get a 2-hour flat run. I'm still going to stay here because there's no way I'm going to 158.14. Oh my goodness, Chris. Okay, Marco's run is ridiculous. Marco is using a route that's probably 2 to 3 iterations old. Like, he hasn't done this category for a while, but he's using a route that's like 2 to 3 iterations old. Like, he's not using the most up-to-date tricks. If Marco comes back and uses like the most up-to-date route, he's gonna slaughter all of us. He can probably even sub 150, I reckon. Because I believe Marco was the first to sub 2 MST, and then he just went, hi fam. But Marco's ridiculous at this game. Like, let me show ya.